In Athens, around 428 BCE, a boy named Aristocles was born into a powerful and wealthy family. His father, Ariston, traced his lineage to the city's early kings, and his mother, Perictione, was related to Solon, the legendary lawmaker. Aristocles would later be known as Plato, a nickname thought to mean broad, perhaps for his shoulders or his intellect. Raised in privilege, he received a rich education in poetry, music, gymnastics, and philosophy, excelling in both body and mind. Like many aristocrats, he seemed destined for politics, but Athens was entering a time of war and unrest that would change his path forever. During Plato's youth, Athens was at war with Sparta in the Peloponnesian War. The city's golden age gave way to defeat, plague, and political turmoil. His own relatives played roles in the harsh oligarchic government of the 30 tyrants, whose cruelty shook Plato's faith in leadership. Disillusioned, he began searching for a deeper meaning beyond politics. This search led him to Socrates, the barefoot philosopher who roamed Athens, questioning citizens and exposing ignorance with piercing logic. Plato became his devoted student, following him through the streets and marketplaces, inspired by his courage and wisdom. Socrates taught not through lectures but by questioning, showing Plato that true philosophy was a way of life. In 399 BCE, Athens condemned Socrates to death for impiety and corrupting the youth. Plato, stunned and heartbroken, watched as his teacher calmly drank poison hemlock. The execution changed him forever. He lost faith in democracy, believing that a city capable of killing its wisest man was deeply flawed. Plato abandoned plans for public office and chose a life dedicated to philosophy. After Socrates' death, Plato left Athens and traveled widely. He studied mathematics and astronomy in Egypt, learned from Pythagorean philosophers in southern Italy, and visited Syracuse, Sicily, where he tried to teach philosophy to rulers. These journeys shaped his vision of a world guided by reason and deepened his belief that wisdom was the key to justice. When Plato returned to Athens around 387 BCE, he founded the Academy, a school devoted to philosophy, mathematics, and science. It became the first institution of higher learning in the Western world, attracting students from across Greece. At the Academy, Plato wrote dialogues, philosophical conversations often featuring Socrates, that explored truth, justice, love, and the soul. His masterpiece, The Republic, imagined a just society ruled by philosopher kings, leaders guided not by ambition, but by wisdom. Though he preferred teaching, Plato still sought to influence politics. He returned to Syracuse to mentor its young ruler, but his efforts failed and he was briefly imprisoned. These experiences reinforced his belief that only philosophers could govern justly, an idea that would echo through centuries of political thought. Plato's academy flourished, and among his many students was Aristotle, who would later become one of history's greatest thinkers. Under Plato's guidance, students learned not only knowledge but also the importance of questioning everything. Plato lived a long life, reaching his 80s, a remarkable age for his time. Ancient stories say he died peacefully around 348 or 347 BCE, perhaps during a wedding feast, surrounded by the community he had built. His academy would survive for nearly 9 centuries, a testament to his vision. Plato left behind a body of work that continues to shape philosophy, politics, and science. He believed in a higher reality of forms, perfect and eternal truths beyond the material world, and he urged humanity to seek wisdom and virtue above wealth or power. Though he never held office, Plato's influence outlasted empires. From his beginnings as Aristocles, the boy of privilege, he became one of the greatest minds in history, a philosopher whose pursuit of truth continues to guide the world over 2,000 years later.